Alright, so this right here is the Linda Hardcore. My uncle messaged me on Snapchat and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I told him really nothing. And I'm playing Resident Evil. And he said, do the Linda Hardcore challenge. So I decided I'm going to do a Claire hardcore run. Of course with infinite handgun and all that. This is part 2 of a 3-part series of me doing Linda Hardcore. And so basically, I'm just going to sit here, rewatch the entire gameplay that I just did the night before. And I'm going to commentate over it. Okay. So this section, it's a Metal Gear Solid stealth section. A lot better than the original's Sherry section by a mile, but still annoying in its own right. I honestly think it breaks sort of like the gameplay loop that the remake has established. But so did the original, so it really doesn't matter. It's a lot better than pushing large giant boxes to get across and then... Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. The originals was pretty dumb. And I believe in the original, the Sherry gameplay was a bit farther into the game. You were already... I believe you were already past the basement. And she actually throws you a key for RPD3. I believe it is the diamond and / or heart key. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played the original Resident Evil 2. I mean, why go back? This game is really amazing. Yeah.
Please. This is your last fucking chance. Show yourself.
Ooh. Ooh, spooky.
It burns.
Yeah. So in this part, it's very section based. You have to wait for him to get hurt to move into that, I guess, cabinet area and duck under. And when he's washing his face from the acid that you throw at him, you have to then grab the key that's out of the door. And in this section, he can see you after you grab the key, and it won't be an automatic loss because you can run from him. Much like previously, if he just saw you, it was game over. But now that you have the key, you can continue on. Absolutely ridiculous. Where does he find the time to find an axe? Run down the stairs right after you. He has absolutely no run speed. My guy is slow. But he still had to find the time to grab an axe, chase after her, as soon as she closed the door. Oof. Best scenes ever. Watch. Oh. My man finna get impregnated. Oh. Daddy Birkin giving it to him. Whew. So just in case if anybody's wondering, I am recording this out of order. I lost part 1, so this is going to be a segmented run. I haven't done part 3. I've only done part 2. So this is essentially...
Good to see you again, Claire.
This is essentially RPD2 into G2?
What are you talking about?
Don't waste my fucking time.
Oh, and don't worry. The ending to this is amazing. And I'm not going to spoil any of it.
Do you want the girl to die?
I'm leaving it in just so my uncle can see. how ridiculous this game can get.
The orphanage. Where is that?
In the neighborhood. You'll find it.
Sherry all right?
For now.
I swear, you bastard, if you hurt her.
Whew.
Are you serious? Damn it. Just you wait, asshole.
Yeah, so. Oh no, this isn't RPD2. This is after RPD2. Because I've already gotten... Yeah. Play this game so goddamn much, you never really... It all blends in, you know. You can only get that damn stupid fucking tool for the library so many times before it's like, when did I get this? When do I get that? Even after I've platinumed it, it's just so difficult to remember everything, considering that you get some things mixed up with the original. Like the safe being in the west office instead of the east office.
You again?
Oh, everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite tyrant. Way better. I'm glad he's not just for the second scenario. Like in the original, I'm glad he chases everybody in every scenario. This remake, in my opinion, is better than original remakes by a long shot. This is just absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best games this generation, in my opinion. And nobody can change my mind on that. Mind you, this game came out within weeks of my highly anticipated Kingdom Hearts 3. And Kingdom Hearts 3 shit the bed so hard that I don't even want to speak about it. Kingdom Hearts 3. Ugh. See, in this section I got a little devious, because I'm supposed to lure the zombies out from that doorway so that way I don't get tagged by Mr. X. And right here I was wondering to myself, where is that second zombie that came from the doorway? So as I'm running, he pops up right here. Where was he? I don't know. Where was my man? Good thing I grabbed that herb on the way in. Otherwise it would have been instant death. Now, funny thing enough is that Claire runs faster in caution than she does in her fine status. So, of course running in danger she's much slower, but in caution for some reason she's just faster. Don't know why that is, but it is. And right here, this section sucks. This section is sort of like the beginning section from Resident Evil 1. Or, I'm sorry, the original RE2. But now they added dogs. And it's only for Claire. So, why they didn't incorporate much of the city like this into Resident Evil 3 since it was already made? Ooh, lucky head pop. Whew, lucky head pop. Is beyond me.
Seriously?
Yeah. Here I was a bit scared because I didn't want to get tagged by these guys. And they're also really hard to hit. Now on hardcore, it's not just the hardest difficulty, but it's also a very aggressive difficulty, if I could say it. So since Resident Evil 4, there is a hidden difficulty adjuster in the background of these games, like RE4, RE5, 6, 7, so on. And it basically watches how good you are, how bad you are, and then it'll adjust accordingly. So in the standard difficulty, let's just say you've taken a couple of hits, enemies will do slightly less damage to you. If you get hit again, they might become less aggressive, and you might find a little bit more ammo. On the contrary, on the standard difficulty, if you're doing really good, enemies will become much stronger, you'll take more damage, and you'll deal less damage. Now, in terms of hardcore, yeah, I got scared right here because I just got really tired of him and I just really wanted him dead. Some people say you can dodge them. I think it's completely random if you can or not. But it doesn't matter. He's good, and he deserves it. But as I was saying, so the difficulty in the background will adjust according to how you play, which makes standard just a completely different way of playing the game. Whereas in hardcore, they're set to the highest difficulty standard in terms of the background, so they'll always deal this amount of damage. If you're at 100% fine, you will go to danger on a bite. A liquor slash might put you in low caution, stuff like that. It's very easy to plan for hardcore, given that it is a difficult game to play in general. But in terms of standard gameplay, where you took maybe 30 minutes and haven't gotten hit, and you're getting really good RNG, you're getting nice good head pops, you're getting limb breaks, you might just be put in danger off a single hit, as if it were hardcore. Yeah, I popped him. I don't know which zombie comes alive and which doesn't. I'm very fresh off a Inferno run in Resident Evil 3. I just recently got the platinum for it, so I went back here, started playing this to see how they compare. Very good games in their own right. Very different too. But I won't get into it. Let's get back into this. So this section is incredibly stressing because these zombie dogs will bite you for a status element. So if you're fine, they'll put you in caution. If you're in caution, you'll be in danger, and so on. And so it's best to always play it safe in this section, in my opinion. In my original S+ hardcore rating to get the Gatling gun, I literally ran through this in caution and got very lucky. Here, I was not going to take that chance. Considering, like, I've gotten S+ hardcore on both Leon and Claire's A run scenarios. I haven't played much of the B, but I've already got the infinite weapons and all that, so maybe I'll go back and play the arrange mode settings later on, but yeah. Claire first is a lot better than Leon first, in my opinion. Claire's is my favorite scenario, actually, in Resident Evil 2 Remake, considering that Leon B was actually my favorite in Resident Evil 2, so, you know, different strokes for different folks, I'm assuming. Yeah, you see, most people don't know or go through here, but considering I'm not really trying to go for a super good time, or even the S+, considering I've already used a handgun with infinite ammo, it negates the S+ ranking. You can still get an S. So they made it good for people who were hunting for trophies, but for any Resident Evil purist, that S+ on that screen has to be there. Oh, look at his face.
What? Took too long.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
Hell yeah, JC grabbed the wheel. What the fuck going on over here? Listen, trained by Chris Redfield or not, she is a 19-year-old college student. She has the best resolve of anybody in this series I've ever seen. Of course, Leon is trained as a rookie cop and stuff like that, but
I'll be right there.
this girl is literally a college kid. I'm not doing this at any age, let alone 19, going through a whole city. Nah, ain't happening. But hey, she somehow does it.
Keep going.
Yeah, in this section it doesn't really matter how far back Sherry is from you with Mr. X. As long as you hit the elevator, you'll just trigger the cutscene. Ooh.
What'd you say?
What'd you say? What'd you call him? Wham. Oh my god. Crazy. Look at that way he dies. Yeah. As he's mutating, the G parasite is starting to take over the regular human host's brain, and that brain becomes all but gone, and the G takes over.
Claire, you have to get up. He's going to get us. Wake up! Wake up!
And as you can see, the G parasite all he wants to do is
Wake up.
reproduce.
Wake up. Open your eyes.
Yeah. Nasty bioorganic weapon these people are making. Crazy shit. Crazier than the T virus. This G virus will definitely fuck up anybody in their day. As you can see by the tyrant, it just ruined him.
Where's Sherry?
Sherry's fine.
Do you know Sherry?
It's an impressive display of strength.
What happened to her?
We have to assess the situation.
Who are you? I'm Claire.
Didn't foresee this.
Excuse me. Where is she? Hello?
What?
Where's
Oh,
she?
Annette. Tell me, what happened to William?
I don't know. Who's that?
The creature responsible for this.
What? Can you help me find Sherry?
Seems to be evolving much faster than expected.
Where are you going?
Look, I don't have time to play 20 questions. Everything's under control.
I need to find Sherry.
My daughter is not your concern.
Oof. Rude ass. A rude ass.
Sherry's her daughter?
Word. So, this section is a very pain in the ass. I don't know why I grabbed those. I didn't need it. I'm not using the standard pistol. In Claire's regular hardcore S run playthrough, you definitely want to grab that. The SLS is her starting pistol. It's a 6-shot revolver that you start off with, and it's god awful. God awful until basically here, this section where you add the advanced frame, and it shoots like magnum-like bullets.
Sherry? Can you hear me?
And essentially, it's actually really good. I believe her weaponry is a lot better than what Leon gets, because she has the flame and acid rounds. She has the submachine gun, and of course she has her magnum-like bullet. Whereas Leon only gets the shotgun, magnum, pistol, flamethrower, which in my opinion the flamethrower is just absolutely bad. It will not stun any of the bosses, I believe, unless you do enough damage to it, but in hardcore they take the most amount of damage ever. And a flamethrower ain't doing it. So in terms of Leon's hardcore S plus run, I skipped the Magnum in order to save time. It was hard, but in any instance, in terms of weaponry, the Matilda's okay. With all of its added upgrades, except the stock. The stock makes it a 3-round burst, and I put it on for sections where the boss has the giant eye, so you're doing quick damage with the pistol. But of course, one flame round from Claire, I believe, will kill an Ivy. And I don't know how much it takes in terms of flamethrower rounds, but it takes a while for you to kill some Ivies. In my opinion, Claire's run is a bit easier, considering that she has all this weaponry. And Mr. X will not chase her in the nest. There's a section where after you grab one of the key cards in Leon's scenario, where Mr. X will continue to chase you. And of course, his bosses are a bit harder with less weaponry, I'm assuming? This is just my opinion, of course, but you have to fight Super Tyrant with what? A shotgun, a pistol, maybe the Magnum. Up until Ada gives you the rocket launcher, whereas Claire has the spark shot for G3
Sherry?
Why
or
didn't
G4.
you stay
Yeah,
in the house? It was
G4.
safe there.
Leon does not fight G4. Leon fights Super
Sherry.
Tyrant.
I was scared. Those things were everywhere, and
You should have called the police. That's what we taught you.
I did, but nobody came, and you
Nobody
didn't answer your phone,
came.
so
Sherry, I don't have time for this.
She's acting like nothing's happening out there in the streets.
Oh no. Sherry! Sherry, I'm coming! Hold on, Sherry. I'll be right there.
Hold on, Sherry. I'll be right there. Yeah, so welcome to the sewers. So in this section, it's a lot better than the original Resident Evil 2 sewer section, because God, why do you need a wolf medallion and the eagle medallion to get through that section with the spiders? Ugh, it's god awful. Mind you, Resident Evil 2 is my favorite game of all time, but boy, it's got some issues. You know, nostalgia is nostalgia, but still. The sewer section is just god awful. God awful. Oh my god. It's so slow and it's just ugly and nasty. But either way, this section is a bit of a pain in the ass too, considering that the one enemy that lurks down here, which everybody hates. I don't think anybody likes them. I mean, does anybody really like enemies in games? But these guys suck. Now, right here, I forget where the T-bar is every time. And that safe back there is the upgrade for the SLS pistol that I was mentioning earlier. And I was thinking about grabbing that blue herb over there, but that guy wakes up as soon as you do, so I didn't want to activate him. Now over here, in the S plus hardcore run, I would throw a grenade and hopefully kill the 3 enemies that are here, but since we have the unlimited handgun, we're just going to put bullets in them until they just, you know, don't breathe anymore. And on hardcore, the enemies in here like to play dead.
Asshole.
Look at my man just chilling, like that leg up, so I just want to put his leg down. Him, he can wake up at any given time, I don't know when. I believe it's when you run past the stairs. And for anybody who hasn't done the S Plus and somehow finds this, you should definitely take off the legs on zombies, because that means you do a chunk of damage on them that how do I explain this? If you take off I read this on Reddit, so I don't know if it's true or not. There's a lot of shit on Reddit, but the subreddit on Resident Evil suggested that to get the most out of zombies, you should definitely take off the legs, which of course, you know, is a viable strategy. See, right here. I forgot where the T-bar was, and I was like, damn, I think it's over there by the cable car. So I was over there checking my time to see, damn, my time is good, and I was like, you know, my time is fine. My time is fine. Grab the red herb. Yeah. So, in my opinion, the hardcore S plus run, the red, green, blue herbs are your best friends. It's a new type of heal. See right here, I think I grabbed the blue herb. No, I think I put some stuff away. What was I doing? What was I doing? I think I was making room for the spark shot and the plugs, because you need the chest pieces that are found there by the spark shot. So I think I put the grenade away. I put that away. And you see now that I totally regret it. I regret putting that that blue herb mix away, because it's gonna bite me on the ass earlier when. Even still, even after I flattened this game, put many hours in, and even did a run of S plus to get all the unlimited ammo weapons, you know, you can still get a little scared. You know, you can get a little you can lose your resolve and miss a shot, and you'll see missing shots is not good. Oh, here's another reason that I think Claire's run is a lot easier than Leon's. She has the grenade launcher with 2 different ammo types, the acid and the flame. Now the flame is a one-hit kill on zombies.
Jesus.
From my experience. And also, flame rounds are very plentiful like shotgun shells. Look at that. Yep. I believe in Leon's game, I don't know the shotgun from the range that I'm at with my grenade launcher would be just as effective, but one grenade round, they're out. They're out of commission. You know, you can run right past them. They don't grab you. You're good to go. But I believe it takes a couple of eye shots with the pistol, maybe even a shotgun. Maybe a shotgun shell or 2 to get them to stagger so you can run around them. Yeah, the G embryos were former bosses in the original game that are now turned into enemies in the sewer. Replacing, of course, the spiders. Which is cool in design, but fuck, it was a pain in the ass. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember a zombie being down here. In this section, when you get the spark plug, there's one on the floor down there, and there's one hanging on the rail, which I knew. Watch this. Oh, Lord. Popped his ass like a balloon. Jesus. Yeah. And also, like, at this point in the game, yeah, I put that back because I wanted to make sure I had enough room for both chest pieces and the spark plug, and that's going to take up at least 4 slots. So there was no time really. Maybe if in a future run I won't take the pistol with me. Yeah, I don't know. It all really depends, really. Yeah, over here I was thinking about how does it work, and then you realize, like, oh, I just keep taking one part in, take one part out, and stuff like that. So the puzzles in this game are better than the original 2's puzzles. And I'm glad they actually found spots for, like, the rook plugs and all that, bishop plugs, but those were RPD items, and now they are sewer items. So I'm glad they still give little nods to the original. A much more faithful remake than let's just say Resident Evil 3's. Resident Evil 3 is more of a A reimagining, really. Yeah, I would say a reimagining because it's very different. I was thinking about taking all this, but I was like, I didn't grab the blue herb. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, I should have grabbed it because right here, you're going to see why I was going to need that slot. And I don't know why I needed the slot empty anyway. What was I going to grab? Once you have the plugs, you go straight back. Cool. Yeah. Get him out of the way. He's the only one you should really worry about in this section. There's also... Oh, you know what? There is a way to get past this guy right here without hitting him, but I missed clearly, and I went to go up there, but he grabbed me first, so... And I didn't have a defense item with me, which I should have carried. I should have carried a defense item instead of the first aid spray. So right here, like an idiot, I'm like, oh, the first aid spray. But first aid spray does not cure poison. Only blue herbs do. So right here, I was petrified. Not petrified, I mean. But the fact that I would have to complete RPD 1, RPD 2, and Sherry's whole thing on top of the entire sewers was completely terrifying. Not in sense of dread, but in sense of like, oh my god, I just died and my last save was after Birkin 1. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to get my saves better.
Stop, toxin.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was scared. Big scared. Yeah. So right here I take my blue herb. I believe I had a couple of mixes, but it doesn't matter. I have a lot of health. There we go. And I believe I go out there and put the spark plug away. The spark plug. The spark shot. Yeah, I put these back in here. No particular order, really. That's not how they go. And I think I was going to go back and grab that last. You know, now that I think about it. No, yeah, you know, you need the T-bar. I could have grabbed that piece because you don't really... I don't know. Over here, though, I am going to grab this blue herb. So, I take off his legs because I don't want to deal with anything right now. Keep it real safe. That leg really just wants to stay on. Also, don't be like me. If you have a regular pistol, make sure the reticle is always focused. You do more damage and you have a higher chance of a critical headshot. Each handgun in the game, including the deluxe weapons, have their own stats. They have their own critical rates, how fast the reticle will zoom, stuff like that. So, and I believe deluxe weapons are okay for the S+ ranking. So if you have the Samurai Edges, the Jill, the Chris, and the Wesker, you can use that in the Claire runs. That negates her SLS 60 being bad at the very beginning. But you'd always want to keep that SLS because she gets the Magnum part for it. Well, I'm gonna call it the Magnum part. It's just the advanced frame, but you get those Magnum bullets that are really good for the G3 encounter, I believe, at the end of Nest. But the Albert variant of this Samurai Edge has a higher base crit and the longest zoom back in time. Now right here, I just grab the rook and I get the fuck out of there. There are 4 zombies on the outside, and that zombie wakes up as soon as you leave the door. Now in hardcore, I would always take his leg off and just kind of kill him, or maybe knife him. I'm not quite sure what I did in the original playthrough, but I did something. I got past him. Now I'm working on an S plus Leon clear, which I believe is a lot harder than Claire's, because man, you never really know if you're gonna get that that headshot with the shotgun, considering you aim right at their head. So we're doing pretty good in time. An hour 15 on, I believe this is G2, and right after that you go straight to Nest, and you need the S plus time is 3 saves, 2 hours and 30. No infinite weapons. You can use the infinite knife, but I believe I lost my infinite knife along the way. I must have lost it in some enemy. Didn't pick it up or something. Yeah, acid rounds. Acid rounds are really good against the G monsters. They're really good against lickers. And of course they're good against Birkin as well. Flame rounds, in my opinion, are more disposable. Oh no, I have my knife right there. Boom. I don't know why I haven't taken it though. Doesn't matter. I think I was bringing... Yep, here's my second save. Right before the Birkin fight. Now some people do their first save as soon as you enter the sewer, which is madness. I would never want to lose an entire run and then have to redo Sherry section, because even though it's better than the originals, it's still god awful in my opinion. That is something that if they ever remake this in like 20 years again, because they're gonna remake this. I mean, come on. I mean, who knows? Maybe they won't. They haven't remade Resident Evil 1 again in this style. Who knows what Capcom's gonna do? Yeah, I think I was looking at my inventory one more time just to see what I wanted to do before I put in that last piece. Checking my time again.
On my way.
I came very underprepared in this situation. I should have brought flashbangs. And maybe more heals. I believe it's 134. Yeah, it's 134. Yeah. So in this section, if you stand right here, he won't hurt you. You don't have to hurt him. I'm just doing it just, you know, just because. Now, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but the ending is very, very, very funny. The ending is hilarious, and I think it's a great way to show you, Paul, that, I'm talking directly to you now, Paul, because I don't think anyone's going to see this, but the ending is going to be really good, considering that I goofed up. I goofed up. I done goofed. And I'm glad I made that save right there. Because boy, I done goofed. Of course, I should have made those shots, but I was feeling myself. I was feeling cocky. And I wanted to show those iframes of me jumping down. Now right here, instead of getting the grenade, the flashbang is much more. It's much more yeah, that double swipe, like that, right? It's more of a viable option because you don't have no space whatsoever. Nothing staggers him, I believe. I believe only acid rounds stagger him. You know what? I should have bought the SMG. I had a lot of ammo for that thing, but I seem pretty into yeah, this right here. This is what I should have did. Yeah, reloading. I thought it was like. I should have called it. Maybe things would have been a little bit better. But I try to like bait him out to try to get him over here. And now you see why you're not supposed to do that. Because that happens. Yeah. Sucks. And that's part 2. Hope you liked it. Hope you're ready for part 1 and 3 because I recorded this out of order. See ya.